Hello, and AMG has finally did it to Legion. And I'm not saying anything negative here. I'm just saying they've done it to Legion because here's the thing. I believe for the first time now that AMG is actually made Legion their very own game. In other words, that they've taken the game that they were given from Fantasy Flight Games, and they have made it their own concept of the game. They've taken the new version, and he even said it finally that it is a new version of the game. So at Adepticon and their announcements, one of the things they said is that it's a new version, and I'm happy that they're owning the game now. And I know I was one of those people who've been playing since the beginning. I've really liked Legacy Legion, as we call it now. I really enjoyed Legacy Legion, but Legacy Legion did need some changes. And AMG took a drastic shift when they went to 2.6, and I was leery on what it would turn out like, but they have finally now made this game their own, and that's a good thing. As I said, I loved Legacy Legion, but what they've done and what they are doing and what they've shown at Adepticon 2025 during the roadmap for Star Wars Legion is that they've decided that this is their game and they're going to run with it, and that means that it's going to be a good life for Legion for a long time. Now, there's not a lot of new things coming out in this roadmap. And that's not a bad thing, but because they're rebranding and repackaging and bringing out a lot of remakes of the old things. So you got new sculpts and you got new hard plastic, and even some of the ones that are already in hard plastic, they're reboxing them into the bigger unit size, which is all good because it's so frustrating as a Legion player who wants to play an Ewok army, and I have to buy like 10 boxes just to make 5 units. And so now that all the boxes are going to be coming out in the actual size that they can be played, it's so much more beneficial for new players because you know what you're getting. It's also really beneficial for stores because stores now have a ability to stock shelves and know that they're going to give something to the customer that they need, and they're going to say, well, you need to buy 2 of these or 3 of these. You still will have to buy multiple to get the full units, but you don't have to buy 2 just to make the one big unit. But also some of the clever things they're doing is also helping the shelf space in stores. I really am really excited for what they've done. I think they're doing a good job. I wish it could come out sooner, and I'm not going to be buying everything, but hey, let's take a look at what they've done and the roadmap they've got pointed ahead of us. And so I'm excited to show you. So let's go over to the AMG page. You can find this at AMG Star Wars Legion page, and I'm just going to go over it really quick. Adepticon 25 roadmap. And for Star Wars Legion, and right off the bat, they show us something that they haven't done in a while, and that is alternate card art for competitions and Legion store tournament kits. And the only problem with this, and I really like this, I really, really do like this, but I'm in a playing neighborhood where there's not a store for 2 hours on anywhere around me, and I run all the Legion games in the area, and a lot of people use my own stuff, but they do buy their own stuff, and we get it all shipped here. But there's no stores. I run a tournament every month. I run Legion games where we come together and we play. We do art things where we do painting and learn how to paint. We do a wonderful job of doing terrain and different stuff together. But the reality is there's no store. So for people like us who run their whole area and they do all this, and we can't get any of this stuff. So that's a little bit of the negative of it. I have contacted AMG to see if they would give me some prize support for some of my tournaments. I've got a 10-man tournament coming up and different things. I haven't heard from them, but that's just, they're busy. They had Adepticon, and that's not a negative thing. But it's really cool, and I think this would be great. I wish there was more storefronts in the area. Now, going on from there, they have their weekly organized play. Once again, won't be able to get any of this stuff. Love to. We do weekly organized play, but we can't actually do it because we don't have a storefront. we're in a small town in the middle of nowhere in Ontario, and we average 10 to 15 people that come out and play, but can't get it. Can't get any of this stuff. I'm not trying to be bitter on that, but it's really cool. I think it'd be cool. I think it's awesome that they are doing this, and it should help promote the stores, and that should help build the community, which is always good when you build the community. And so I'm really for this. Then the next thing they do is they're showing the B2s. We've already seen this. This is coming out. Only difference between this and the other B2s is the new cards with the multi-languages, which is fine. I think there's a lot of cards in there when you get the multi-language and a lot of waste. I thought there could be a better way to do this, but I don't know how. So I'm glad they're doing it for the other languages, but it's a lot of waste. With, at least in my country, there's French and English, so I can give away the French stuff to people. And then moving along, Cody, same thing, new cards. Oh, but the B2s, there is a full unit, so they have all the stuff you need for there. So it's the B2s and the 4 extra B2s. And so that's really good. Also, then moving on to Cody. Cody, I already own this. There's nothing changing here at all, except for cards. So if you already have this, don't feel like you got to go out and buy this. This is a good set. If you don't have it. The next one is a big change. It's new. It's Ahsoka, and Ahsoka Tana, and she seems really good for her price. 110 seems a little cheap. I thought I think if she's that price and she's playing right, and that's where she fits, then I think Commander Luke might need to go down in price a little bit. But that's just maybe something that we need to think about when we get into going. I really like the part of the unit card, the upgrades. I think that's a good way of doing it. And 35 points. Only thing I ask is, what is Fives and Echo doing that they cost so much when this is so much better? So yeah, 5 and Echoes might be a little overpriced. If she's underpriced. Maybe she should be 40. I don't know. I tried to build a list with her in it today, and it was kind of, well, I'm not used to paying that much for all my units, so I can understand why. I'd also like to see this commander slot expand to Rebels and maybe even Imperial or something, but definitely not just in Colognes. That's something I'd like to see. Her cards, I'm not going to get into full details and talk about everything in her card. The first one's a little confusing, but other than that, it's just the wording's a little wordy. Other than that, it's pretty good. I'm not going to get into the full thing because I'm going to do a review on these different things. This is just talking about the roadmap. And so upcoming in the roadmap, also really excited that they're finally doing leader packs together. It's interesting they pack these guys together, but the reality is it's really good because store shelf. I already own all this. I'm not going to be buying this pack again because it's just cards, and I'm going to buy the card pack, so that'll save me all that other than buying new plastic. There's nothing new in the plastic here. So if you're looking at it and you're like, oh, I should go and buy it, no. But I like what they're doing for the stores, that they're packaging things together. So no longer is this 2 boxes, 1 box. It helps the stores. This was already 1 box, so nothing new here. Again, just cards. And then we see the AA5. Again, nothing new, but again, it is some new cards and stuff like that, and it'll be up. Then we get to the juicy stuff. Now, this is the stuff right here. The customizable commanders. This here is the thing that made me most excited in announcements. And that's hard to say because I was really waiting for Hondo. And so oh, sorry, spoiler, Hondo's coming. But the reality is these customizable guys are amazing concept. They might be hard to balance, and they might see some tweaking and balance and stuff, but the concept of this is awesome. I'm excited for this. I think this is just a great thing to have in the game. It makes you kind of be able to do some role-playing stuff in this. Putting your own guy, building the way you want, giving them the things you want. They said there are some doctrines that they have. So there's 3 different doctrines. I don't know how many, but say there's 3 different doctrines for each type of guy. Then those doctrines determine what type of weapons you'll have or what type of keywords you'll have. So they'll all have some generic keywords, and then they'll go from there. And I wonder if each doctrine has a different price that builds that up. So that I'm kind of excited for. The one thing I'm not excited for is that they said they're going to do away with the general commander, good old general, just a normal guy, generic commanders, because of these. I like the generic commanders, but I can see where these guys will take their role, and so it's all good. Um, and so I'm really excited for this. And then you got to wait a little bit longer, but then you get the generic Jedi's and some uh, generic super tactical droids, which are kind of cool. One of the things I want to say about this, though, is why is the Imperial box so much bigger than all the rest? They did say one of them had up to 40 some different things you could customize. Maybe it's the Imperials. I thought it would be the robots, but maybe it's the Imperials. That box is really big compared to the rest. But anyways, let's not. Then we're going to getting into the all the card packs, customizable operators, and so I will not be buying the middle thing, the board and stuff, because I plan on buying one of the tools because I have a lot of them, but I'm planning on buying the Rebel Core set, which those will come in. So I'll be just buying the upgrade cards, and so that's all your generic upgrade cards. And so that's something you're going to fill out your thing so you can have all your generic upgrade cards. You can print and play. They've already said that, especially if you have all the cards. But I'm just going to get them all and just customize them, and then I'll have to buy each of these faction upgrade cards, which are coming out, which is good. And then I'll have to buy all the leader cards because I have every faction and every unit. So I know they said that it's only going to be $15 to $25, but if they're $25, that's $125 American that I have to spend on just cards in that section, and another $100. That's $200 of cards I have to buy. Don't really like that, but it's good to have all the cards. Then they have the video that shows all their kind of coming out stuff. It's kind of really cool. And then the starter sets. And here we are, the starter sets. These are pretty good for the price value. They're priced at 95 American, which means it'll be about 115 to 120 Canadian. And this is a great way for anybody to start in the game. You get, in the Rebel set, you get Luke, 2 units of Rebel troopers with full everything you could do, so big size them and everything. So technically you could make 4 units of Rebel troopers, but 2 units of full Rebel troopers, and then you get 1 unit of commandos, which gives you also the smaller unit of commandos, so you can have your sniper team, and then you get a full unit of Wookiees. Now, as a Rebel player, I don't use my Wookiees very often, but hey, more Wookiees. I only have 9 or 10 units of Wookiees. So, yeah, okay. But I will be buying this box. I'll get all this stuff and these Luke and that because I want some Rebels. I probably will not be buying the Imperial set. It comes with Darth Vader and 2 units of Stormtroopers and 2 full units of Scouts, which means you can do 4 activations with that. So you're getting a total of 1, 2, 3, and 4 activations. So 7 activations in there, which is pretty good. And the Rebel one, let's go back to that. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 activations. And so that's pretty good. And then the one I was wrong on, the way I was predicting it, I was predicting the Separatist starter set would have had B1s and B2s. I was right on those part, but I wasn't expecting Droidicas. I thought because everybody else was getting a Special Forces that they would probably get Magna Guards to go with Grievous. So I was wrong on this one. I will not be buying this set. I'm sure you can get Grievous somewhere else, the new one. I'd like to have the Grievous. He's kind of cool. But I don't need any more of these droids. I think I have 12 units of B1s. And I might buy a set of B2s, but I'll just buy the box of the B2s just cost-wise. Now, moving along, we're going to head into the Clone Faction. And the Clone Faction, this is a good box set, good price set. You are getting 2 full units of clones, which is kind of cool. You're getting 1 unit of ARF troopers, which is cool, and you get the generic Jedi, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you get ARC troopers. I don't need any of this, but having another unit of ARF troopers, I don't need any more ARC troopers. I don't need any clones, but I probably will buy this set. I might piece some of it out to other people and give them stuff to start an army. But instead of buying another unit of ARF, which is $50, buy this, get that, get rid of the clones, stuff like that. Yeah. And then we're getting into the juicy stuff, the new stuff, or still resculpts. All these resculpts are pretty cool. I really like the way they look. That's all I can say about that. They're way improvement over the first sculpts. And no more droopy swords. They're pretty good. I will buy that pack. And I wish they would give a different sculpt from the one above, just so I don't get multiple sculpts of Luke. But, oh well. I already have 6 or 7 Lukes. 3 different sculpts, but oh well. Then we get into the Clone Trooper Marksman. This is a unit that has been anticipated for a little while. You get all your old guns here. With all my old clones and the guns I have, I could probably make a couple of these units with very little, only buying one of these. I could probably make 2 units, which will be good. So, yeah. And then they do ARC Troopers. One difference in the new ARC Troopers is you don't get 5s and Echo in it. So that's a negative or a plus. I don't know. Yeah. Then you get into some exciting things. The wheel bike. General Grievous on the wheel bike. That is an amazing model. AMG, top notch. That is an awesome model. I love that model. And even the thing that can make it even better is 2 wheel bikes. Yuppers, you get wheel bike guys. They're going to be rolling it down, steamrolling units. It's going to be kind of awesome. I'm believing these will probably be supports. And so this is going to be kind of cool. I'm gonna love the motorbike gang ran by General Grievous and Magna Guards or BX droids. The BX droids look like they're going to be shooty. Mega Guards look like they're going to do some overrun stuff. This is going to be kind of cool. I'm excited for it. I'm not quite as excited for the next ones. They are Han and Luke. I'm excited because I think that's cool that they're on Tauntauns. And I really love that we're gonna have a full army of Hoth people, but they're just Tauntauns. I don't play Tauntauns. I have them, but I don't play them. I've only used them once. They're pretty good, but I love the models. So AMG, once again, great job on the autos models. Probe droids. Yeah, I'm excited for these. Probably you're getting 2 of them, so you're probably getting 2 units. I'm going to say that they're going to be 2 units of one because in films you never see them working together. So that's my thought. So I'm excited for those. Those will be interesting. I don't really play Imperial. I do own them all. But as far as Imperials, there's only one thing I'm really excited for, and that is the next thing. Kaboom. Look at that. Those are glorious. Like, I love Thrawn, but I love Tarkin too. I'm excited to see how these guys play, what the points of them cost, what command cards you get. I'm really excited for these. And I do like all the models. They did a good job on them. It's hard to make them look really action posed because they're not action guys. I wonder how they're going to do the rules with Thrawn. That'll be some of the most interesting play testing sessions, I guarantee. They would be like, well, I want to do this or I want to do this. And it just, yeah. I'm excited for this stuff. Like, I am telling you, really, AMG, you outdid yourself. I'm really excited for what you did. Then you get your heroes of the 501st. Interesting that Obi-Wan's here. I wonder if he becomes a operative in this set. It would make sense that he fit in there. And you can also get Ahsoka in there because of her keyword that lets her come in with Anakin. So this is kind of cool. I would love to play this. as a just a 501st and do a kind of a big thing. You're not going to have a lot of other troopers if you have all those in there though, but it'd be worth it. It'd be fun. I'd like to see more of that with rebels. I'd like to see bigger commanders allowing to have more rebel commanders, and I know they're going to do that by using those, you know, having them as upgrades. But I really would like to see the rebels expand to be allowed to have 3 heroes and 2 operatives, or 5 of any you can mix. That would be cool for the rebels because they're really hero driven. The old movies and everything about rebels were hero driven. That and you know, there's a few heroes that I'd still like to see, but that's besides the point. The next one I'm not too overly excited about. Some people will be, but I 3D print, so I have all this stuff 3D printed already. And then the next one I'm super excited for, Hondo and the Weakway Pirates. This is great, not only for the Shadow Collective. The Weakway Pirates can go in Shadow Collective. Hondo cannot because he will not work with Maul. But this is so good because it gives him more for that sub faction, and I opens doors for other sub factions in the scum and villainy area or the mercenary area. I could see Weakways working with Jabba, or even a Hondo pirate themed set, or you could even just see something that leans into more of the other guys that are in the, you know, the Black Sun or something, and just take Maul out of it and just kind of be, but there still needs to be, and the way Hondo works the cards, they're amazing. I love this for profit thing. On 4 pips and 3 pips, he's going to be getting so many things. His turn could be amazing. When you can hand off all of that suppression on with 2 point. If you did the 3 pip before, he could have 6 suppression, handing off to somebody else, getting 6 green tokens. It's really exciting. But even more exciting is this tank. They've confirmed that this tank is going to be able to be used with rebels, and it will be probably a transport for weekdays only, and it also going to be able to use the Shadow Collective. So it's a light, fast tank, not heavily armored, but heavy armed. So I'm looking forward to it. It looks great. I love the models. I love what AMG is doing, and for the first time, I have to say, well done. Well done, AMG. And then they just go through the list, and most interesting things about these lists is that when you see them coming out with things, you got all your different things coming out with it there. You see leaders grouped together, and they said that they're going to be grouping. So you see over here, Maul, Gar Saxon, and Rook Cast. They're going to come in a 3-pack, and I think this is really good that they're starting to do that, putting the leaders in 3-packs. As I said, for the store's convenience, but also for people buying, you get more out of it. You're not just buying one character, you get a multiple character thing. And I'm really excited for what they're doing, and I think that there's a lot to be said here and a lot to be shown. But I can't wait until April 15th when they give us details and they show us the rest of the cards. As of April 15th, all the cards will be updated in 2.6, and we will be fully under the new rules, and we'll fully be at Legion 2.0. Thank you guys for watching, like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys, and I know that you don't have to watch the videos, but I appreciate that you do. And stay tuned. I've got a few more videos coming up. I've got some rule things that I'm going to be working on, because I've been going through all the rule forums and just seeing some interesting things that would be interesting for you guys to know. And so see you guys next time. Like and subscribe.